Hi everyone and welcome to NameHero.com. Today I want to demonstrate how to set up the perfect managed server for an affiliate marketer. Now you can be a beginner or a veteran alike, it does not really matter, but affiliates, they need to be able to scale in real time, meaning that if they get a big campaign going or they get a burst of traffic, they need to be able to scale up to handle that. But they also need their own private server to host their tracking software, their landing pages, their agency websites, and a bunch of other websites that they use for their marketing. I've been an affiliate marketer myself for going on about close to 17 years now, so it's pretty crazy. I've been around, and that's why we've developed the managed servers like we have here at NameHero.com. Now, the really cool thing is our managed servers are very affordable. You can start out at our very basic server, and then you can scale all the way up as your needs call for it. So basically we're going to get started here. We're on the main page of NameHero.com. We're just going to click Get Started under Manage Servers. Okay, once we do that, we're going to see our options we have. Now we have two options you need to decide on. First is United States data center or the European data center. So this is a question for you. Where is the majority of your traffic coming from? And this means the affiliate offers that you're promoting is the majority of your traffic in the United States, Canada, Mexico. If so, then you need to choose the United States data center. You're looking to choose the data center closest to your traffic. If your traffic's international, then you want to choose our European data center. So it's quite simple, and you can see where United States is in Lansing, Michigan, and then the European data center is in Amsterdam, Netherlands. For this demonstration, I'm going to start off with the United States one, but feel free to change that as you see best fit for your business. So I'm just going to click Deploy here. And there's just a little bit of quick information we have to enter. And once again, you don't have to have any technical knowledge. You don't have to be a server guru to run a NameHero server because we manage everything for you. There's just a little bit of configuration you have to do and you'll have your server online. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is enter a host name. Now, this is just what the server is going to be called and how you're going to access it. So I like to just choose like Alpha is a popular one, Beta, or you can use a name or just server. So we'll just call this server 2. And then you have to put your domain. Now this needs to be a domain that just a general domain. It doesn't have to be specific. I'm going to use namehero.org because that's what I have set up already. But you can use a name that you already have, or you can use a new domain. It doesn't matter. Now your root password, you want to make this very strong. Sometimes I'll just Google password generator and get a real strong one. But I'm just going to make up a really strong one here right now. Now your name server prefixes, you can just leave these default. So just type in NS1 and type in NS2. And this is going to be the name servers that you use to connect your domains. So you just want to keep those NS1 and 2, especially if you don't know which, if you don't have a preference, just keep it default. Okay, now the number of IP addresses you need. 2 dedicated IPs will do it for most. And if you want to add more, you can do so later. So I'm just going to leave that default. Monthly bandwidth, I highly doubt even the biggest of affiliate marketers, the biggest super affiliates aren't going to go over 5 terabytes a month. But if you do, you can, or if you think you're going to go over, you can always add more later. So we'll just start with the 5 terabytes. Backup plan, this is if you want your server backed up every night in our offsite center. I recommend doing this. And you can select how many days you want to retain the data. 1 day is good enough. But $4.95 a month, and that gives you that peace of mind that your server's backed up. Now there's a couple add-ons here we have. One is block storage. If you need a little bit more space, then you can order our block storage in 150 gigabyte blocks. This is $29.95 a month, and you can order as much as you really need. I'm not going to do this here. Again, you can add it on later if you think you're going to need it, or you can scale up to another server. You can expand your hard drive space automatically, but a lot of affiliates will use this to store their images, or if they have a lot of videos or something, they'll purchase this and store it here. Some affiliates will also purchase this and do backups on it. So it's up to you, whichever you'd like to do. For $4.95 a month, I just recommend doing this backup plan. This is for a dedicated SSL certificate. You're going to want to use this to access your cPanel and your web host manager. You're going to want to purchase one of these just so you don't get a security error. you don't have to, but I do strongly recommend it. Or you can purchase your own and bring it in. But if you purchase one here, we'll install it and set it up for you under your host name. So I do recommend selecting that for a new server. Next is Lightspeed Web Server. If you're an affiliate marketer, then maybe you've heard of Lightspeed, but if you haven't, then you can check out their website, and I've got the link on here. And it's basically a 9 times faster web server than Apache. So in just very basic terms, it just makes your web server a lot faster. If you plan on sending a lot of traffic, then you're going to want to order it. If you're just getting started, you don't have to, but then you can add it in later. I recommend any affiliate marketer that's currently profitable. I recommend doing it just because it's extremely, extremely fast. Again, it defaults Apache, but this is going to be 9 times faster. So I do recommend selecting that. For this demonstration, I won't, just because we're not going to configure that. And the same with the Maria database. Our team will set this up for you. Basically, it's a drop-in replacement for MySQL, and it's very easy for us to set up and install this for you. And it's just quicker than MySQL. You won't even notice any differences if your scripts or tracking software says it needs MySQL. Well, Maria is the same thing. It's just a drop-in and it's faster. So I do recommend selecting, but let's just select both of them just for the heck of it. Okay, so now we're going to continue. Okay, now we have our server and we can review everything here and make sure everything's what it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and check out. Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to pause this video while I set the server up, and then we'll go from there. Once you finish entering in your order information and completing your payment, you're sent to this page, and then you can head to the client area. Okay, so this is our main portal for NameHero, and this is where you're going to manage your server and any domains that you want to register with us. So to access your server now, you're going to click here, and you're going to click here. Okay, now right here is the control panel, and really you don't have to worry about any of this stuff here on the right. If you need to restart your server, you can always submit a ticket. We'll do anything for you. But if you need to run any of these commands, you can do it here. But again, I recommend just asking our support department just to keep it very simple. But now I want to show you how to access Web Host Manager and start getting everything set up for your sites. So you're going to click this login details, and that strong group password you created is going to be right here. So you're going to copy that. And then we're going to click on WHM because this is our Web Host Manager. Okay, so here's the security error, and this is just because the SSL certificate has not been installed yet. You can go ahead and click Advanced and Proceed, and it is safe because it's your connection. But if you want to get rid of that error, submit a ticket to our support team. Say, hey guys, I just want to make sure that I get this certificate installed on this host name that I purchased in step 1, and then we'll have that turned around for you very, very shortly. Okay, so you're going to enter the username root. Now that's going to be the username for Web Host Manager. And then you're going to enter that password we just created. So we're going to click Login. Okay, as soon as you log in, you're going to see that cPanel is ready. So you just need to agree and read through the license agreement. Okay, they've got some featured applications they use here. You can enable these or not. This is really personal preference. I just click Save Settings. Pretty much everything default is going to be just fine for your server. Okay, so as soon as you do that, you are about all set. We're going to go down here to Basic cPanel and Web Host Manager Setup. We're going to scroll down here, and you're going to notice that our ns1.namehero.org and ns2.namehero.org are automatically set up for us, and these are going to be the name servers that we're going to use to connect our landing pages and stuff to the server. So the first thing we want to do is just click Assign an IP address, and you're going to see it assigns it this IP here, and then we're going to add an A name for this server. So we're going to add that in here. Okay, so we're going to close. Now we're going to go back here. We're going to click on My Domains. Now this is assuming that your name is registered with us here at namehero.com. If it's not, then you need to get with your registrar to do this, or you can buy a new name with us here at NameHero. It's however you want to do it, but this is if you want to use the private name servers. So you can see right here we're using NS3 and NS4. We're going to click on private ones here. And so we're going to simply enter NS1, and we're going to enter the IP, and save changes. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. And we're going to assign an IP address to NS2. We're going to copy it. We're going to add an A entry. And then we're going to paste that same IP. And then we're going to go back over here and add it here. And I might be getting you can see I'm getting a validation error. That's just because I've already set these up once. But anyways, you won't get that on yours. Then we're going to add the NS2. Okay, so once that is completed, then we can just go ahead and save changes, and we're all set. Now, the only other thing you might want to do on this page is you might want to enter, you want to enter your contact email address on this page, and it'll send you any certifier notifications that you need that's important for your business. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to add our domain. Okay, so for example here, actually we can go to list, and I'll show you that there's no domain set up. So we need to create our domain, so we're just going to go to create a new account, and we're just going to enter NameHero.org, and I'm just going to call this NH.org. Password, I like to use the password generator here. It makes it good and strong. Okay, and I like to select my options manually. So since this is my own server and my own sites, I'm just going to do unlimited everything. And you can do the same, or you can give it limits if you want to, but just to keep it easy. If I want to choose a dedicated IP address, I can do that here. I'm not going to for this example, but that's where I would go to do it. And then you can leave this other stuff pretty much default. The only other thing I like to use is, I'd say, use the names. Well, actually, you can use the ones at the domain registrar, or you can use the ones we just set up. Now, if you're using Cloudflare's external DNS, then you want to use them at the domain registrar. If not, use the ones that we just set up. And we're going to use our local mail. So we're going to click Create. And it just takes a second to set up. And boom, now NameHero.org is set up. Now we would just go into here and we click on Name Servers. And we would change this, make sure we're doing custom, to ns1.namehero.org and ns2.namehero.org. Okay, we would change those right there. And then we just click Change Name Servers. And then we are all set. Now we have NameHero.org set up on the server, and everything's connected and we're ready to go. Here is your FTP information. If you want to use your FTP client, you can do so right here. I just save this. You can go to List Accounts, and you can see that NameHero.org is set up. And you can access cPanel. Many of you watching this video are already familiar with cPanel, but if you're not, this is where you can handle everything to do with your domain. So you've got your file manager. That's probably the most useful, where you can upload your files, upload your landing pages, and complete everything else. Now, in the next video tutorials, I'm going to show how to install some important software such as WordPress and some tracking software, but I'm going to break that up into another video just to keep everything very nice and simple. But that's it. In about 10 minutes, we had your affiliate server set up, online, configured, and ready to go and ready for your traffic. Now, if you did order Lightspeed, our support department actually has to manually install that for you, but they'll have that completed within 24 hours of your order, and you won't even notice it's being installed. They'll let you know when they're finished, and you'll be all set. So there's no need to be concerned about that. And the same thing with the MariaDB. If you chose that option as well, then our support department, we will automatically get that installed for you. There's no action needed on your end, and you won't even notice it when it does. So if you have any questions, feel free to let us know, and tune in to the next couple of videos as I'm going to show a couple other important steps for affiliates, such as installing your tracking software and setting up WordPress. Thanks a bunch, everyone.